Your body doesn't suddenly become weak. It forgets. It forgets how to bend, how to carry and how to pull, how to generate power. At first you don't notice. You just feel tighter, stiffer, less confident moving the way you used to. Then one day something feels different. You hesitate before bending down. You avoid getting on the floor because getting back up feels harder than it should. Not because you're old, because your body no longer trusts itself. And that's where real weakness begins. Most people think weakness starts when they can't lift something heavy. It doesn't. Weakness starts when simple movements begin requiring thought, when bending becomes something you prepare for, when getting off the floor feels like a task, when your body starts asking for permission before it moves. That's when the decline actually begins. The scary part? Most people don't notice it happening because it happens slowly, year after year, until one day the person they used to be feels further away than they realize. But here's the good news. The body remembers too. And today I'm going to show you 4 kettlebell movements that restore some of the most important movement patterns the human body was designed to perform. Not bodybuilding strength, not gym strength, real-world strength. The kind that follows you into everyday life. The kind that makes your body feel capable again. Here's something most people never realize. The body keeps score. Every movement you stop doing, every position you stop entering, every range of motion you stop using, the body notices, and eventually it removes access to those abilities. That's why so many people blame aging when what they're really experiencing is adaptation. The body is always adapting. The question is, what is it adapting to? More sitting, more hesitation, more avoidance, or stronger movement, better balance, greater confidence? Let's start with the first movement. The muscles that keep you upright are slowly turning off. Hours sitting, hours driving, hours looking down. Your body adapts. Your shoulders drift forward. Your upper back stops doing its job, and your neck pays the price. That's why so many people feel tension at the base of their neck by the end of the day. Not because they're weak, because the wrong muscles are working. The single-arm kettlebell row starts reversing that process. This movement teaches your upper back to wake up again. Because the load is on one side, your core has to resist rotation. Your grip works. Your hips stabilize. Everything fires together. That's how real-world strength works. Not isolated muscles, connected systems. To perform it, hinge forward at the hips with a slight bend in the knees. Keep your back neutral. Pull your elbow toward your hip. Pause briefly, then lower with control. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Focus on control, not momentum. Because the goal isn't moving the weight. The goal is teaching your body to work together again. Now let's move to the second movement. When was the last time you bent down without hesitation? Most people have a tiny moment of doubt before they pick something up. That hesitation isn't aging. It's lost confidence in the movement. Your nervous system doesn't trust the pattern anymore. The kettlebell deadlift rebuilds that trust. Every correct repetition teaches your body that it can do this safely. And that confidence compounds. Place the kettlebell between your feet. Hinge at the hips. Keep your chest up. Brace your core. Drive through your heels and stand tall. Then lower under control. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Master the pattern first. The weight comes later. Because every quality movement is a vote for the future version of your body. And here's something fascinating. Most people think they're losing strength, but strength is usually the last thing to disappear. What disappears first is access. Access to positions, access to movement, access to confidence. That's why someone can still be strong on paper and struggle to move comfortably through everyday life. The good news, access can be rebuilt. And that's exactly what the next movement starts doing. The average person sits so much that their hamstrings forget how to produce force. They become tight, weak, restricted, and eventually the lower back starts doing work it was never designed to do. That's where the Kettlebell Romanian deadlift comes in. This isn't about flexibility. It's about rebuilding strength where your body has lost it. Most people think tight hamstrings are the problem. They aren't. Tightness is usually a symptom. The real problem is weakness in positions your body no longer uses. And that's exactly what this movement starts rebuilding. Stand tall with the kettlebell in front of your thighs. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Push your hips backward, lower the kettlebell while keeping your spine neutral. When you feel a strong stretch through the hamstrings, drive your hips forward and return to standing. Perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Lower slowly. Let the muscles learn their job again. Think about someone in their 70s who still moves effortlessly. You know the type. They carry groceries without thinking about it. They get down on the floor with their grandkids. They travel. They walk confidently. They move like their body still belongs to them. Most of the time, they aren't extraordinary. They simply never stop practicing the movements their body was built for. That's what we're rebuilding here. Not muscles, capability. Most people spend years chasing strength while ignoring mobility and stability. That's why they feel strong one day and injured the next. Strength only matters if your body can actually use it. That's exactly why I created the Body Reset Blueprint. It focuses on the mobility work, stability drills, and movement patterns most programs completely overlook. If you're serious about keeping your body capable for decades, check the link below. Now let's talk about the movement that ties everything together. So far, we've rebuilt posture, we've rebuilt trust, we've rebuilt strength through the posterior chain. But real strength isn't about individual pieces. It's about whether everything works together. And if you've been paying attention, you may have noticed something. None of these exercises are flashy. Nobody posts them online to impress people. Yet they consistently build the kind of strength that survives aging. Which brings us to the final movement, the single arm clean and press. Most gym machines train body parts. This trains a human being. The single arm clean and press develops power, coordination, core stability, shoulder strength, hip drive, balance, and timing, all in one movement. This movement asks your body to do what life asks it to do. Generate force, control force, stabilize, coordinate, balance, move, all at the same time. Because life doesn't happen one muscle at a time. Life happens all at once. Start with the kettlebell on the floor, drive through the hips, bring the bell into the rack position, brace the core, press overhead, lower with control, perform 3 sets of 5 repetitions per side. Every repetition should look intentional, because this isn't just an exercise, it's practice for real life. Now imagine 2 versions of yourself 10 years from now. The first version moves cautiously. Everything requires effort. Everything feels uncertain. They're constantly thinking about what might hurt. The second version bends confidently, carries confidently, moves confidently, not because they avoided aging, because they never stopped practicing movement. The difference isn't genetics. The difference isn't luck. The difference is whether your body continued practicing the movements that make life easier. Because your future strength isn't decided by age. It's decided by what you repeatedly ask your body to do today. And that's what these movements do. They remind your body what it's capable of. They rebuild trust. They rebuild confidence. They rebuild capability. And when that happens, something remarkable occurs. You stop feeling fragile. You stop hesitating. You stop moving like you're protecting yourself. You stop treating your body like it's broken. And you start moving like you trust your body again. That's real strength. Not what you can do once, not what you can do in a gym, what you can still do 20 years from now. And that's the kind worth keeping.